Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 24. Government is emphasizing that curfew orders over the holiday season, particularly on December 31 and January 1, will be strictly enforced. On Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Eve, the national curfew remains 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following day. However, the New Year's Day curfew will start at 7 p.m., ending 5 a.m. on January 2. To curtail an increase in COVID-19 cases in Westmoreland, that parish has tighter curfew hours on Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year's Eve, starting from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. the next day. The Office of the Prime Minister has stressed that the curfew orders will be strictly enforced for all sectors of society, advising that church services should be held in observance of the curfew. However, the Prime Minister says special allowance will be made for pastors, musicians, and technical leaders who deal with streaming to be on the road after curfew hours to facilitate the live streaming of watch night services. Congregants are reminded to remain home during the curfew hours and view watch night services on the platforms made available by their respective churches. In addition, tonight's grand market activities across all parishes must end before the start of the 10 p.m. curfew, except for Westmoreland and Hanover, for which grand market has been prohibited under the disaster risk management orders. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security is meanwhile reminding the public that Monday, December 28 will be a regular workday, as Boxing Day will be celebrated on Saturday, December 26. Monday, January 4 is also a regular workday. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is reminding citizens that the staging of fireworks is illegal without a permit. Head of the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Senior Superintendent of Police Gary McKenzie, says no permits are being granted for large-scale fireworks this year. The decision is based on entertainment restrictions that are in place due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We expect that persons will conform the use of firecrackers. Those are illegal. The police will check, and if you are found with it, then you will be prosecuted for the offense.
SSP McKenzie explains that activating, discharging, or throwing firecrackers in public spaces is illegal under Section 3 of the Towns and Communities Act. By law, a permit is required to import pyrotechnic items such as firecrackers and fireworks, and persons trading these goods must have this license. Permits for fireworks are usually granted by the JCF in collaboration with the Jamaica Fire Brigade, the Health Department, and the Municipal Corporation. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is confirming that 20 passengers who arrived from the UK on Monday have tested positive for COVID-19. These persons, along with 4 close contacts, are now in state isolation and will be monitored until they are recovered. The ministry says the 20 positive samples will be sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency for genetic assessment to determine if they are of the variant strain of COVID-19. In the meantime, the results of 2 passengers are still pending, while 267 travelers who tested negative were transferred from state quarantine to complete their mandatory 14-day quarantine at home. They will be fitted with an armband and closely monitored by the parish health team and the Jamaica Constabulary Force. A firm reminder is being issued to family members to adhere to the infection prevention and control measures when picking up their family members. The same should be practiced during the mandatory 14-day quarantine period, as persons may develop symptoms during that time and transmit the virus to others. The Ministry of Health is also appealing to persons in home quarantine who develop symptoms to immediately contact the Ministry's 888 One Love number, that's 888-663-5683, or their parish health department. As at December 23, the country recorded 96 new confirmed cases, pushing the overall total to 12,519. Of that number, 2,493 are active cases and 9,579 are recoveries. Healthcare workers will be celebrated and recognized with a Christmas Day concert. Dubbed Together Apart, the concert will be aired on Friday, December 25 at 3 p.m. It will also be streamed live on the Ministry of Health and Wellness's social media pages. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the Together Apart concert is one of the many measures being used to thank and celebrate the island's health heroes who give sterling service in managing the COVID-19 pandemic. Healthcare workers and members of the public can look forward to performances from Carleen Davis, the Wilma's Girls Dance Troupe, and many others. Special tributes from Prime Minister Andrew Holness and entertainers including Sean Paul, Shensia, and Ding Dong will also be part of the concert. As of January 2021, the National Housing Trust (NHT) will only be accepting applications for contribution refunds online. The NHT says the move is part of efforts to keep customers and staff safe amid the pandemic. Contributors may apply for their refunds by logging on to nht.gov.jm or downloading its mobile app. To apply, contributors will need their national insurance scheme and tax registration numbers, a valid ID, and the registered names of the companies at which they worked and the years worked. Persons seeking further assistance may use the web chat feature on the NHT's website, email wecare@nht.gov.jm, or call 876-929-6500 or 888-225-5648. And finally, the winners of the JIS Heritage Competition were announced at a virtual awards ceremony recently. 10-year-old Amani Schroeder from Morgan's Pass Primary took the top prize in the essay category. Akishma Payne from Hampton High was the winner of the poster component, while the photo contest was won by Olivia Gordon of Jamaica University. This year marks the 10th staging of the event, and Chief Executive Officer of the JIS, Donna Marie Rowe, says that as the competition grows, it not only educates students about the history of Jamaica, but also aids in their personal development.
Team JIS pledges to continue to do our part in raising a thinking generation.
Guest speaker at this year's awards ceremony, Prime Minister Andrew Holness commended the JIS for using the medium to engage the youth in national dialogue.
This competition plays an important role in encouraging students to think about national issues and to express their ideas about what our heritage and identity mean to us and where we are heading as a nation.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.